June. It's the first gigacast of Pride Month.
Yeah, which is
So,
pretty great. Oh my gosh.
oh my god,
Oh my gosh. That's what happens when you talk about Pride Month. You get canceled
you
by
get
the
like
Pride gods.
a big like lit up hole just coming straight for your dome.
Most guys, I think, are a little bit afraid of homosexuality in my mind or whatever the heck else is going on. I,
Yeah.
for one, very grateful because most of the men who are of the homosexual decision. I remember you were there for a day or two during a couple challenges where you had to hit on some dudes.
Oh yeah. I
I'm
filmed
surprised
them.
they
Yeah.
didn't bite back, but probably picked out the ones who were the least likely. Anyways, I find that I'm very grateful that there's a lot of men out there who are very handsome men who all choose to play on the other team, which I am super stoked for because then they don't mess with our teams. They don't start playing around, plugging and playing with our hottie bugattis, which is really nice for us. Sucks for the girls because
Right.
they take care of themselves. They're
Dude.
usually able to cook well, like all these things that are very attractive to women, but they're just not biologically attracted to them. So I, for one, I'm very grateful for that because there's a lot of handsome dudes who take care of themselves. They go to the gym, they do everything. They party, but then they also like work hard and then they hit the gym hard and somehow they make it all work. And yeah, I'm grateful, very grateful for Pride Month because there's a lot of good looking dudes out there who would definitely be some stiff competition. But luckily for us, we don't have to worry about
The
it.
bar is
Very grateful.
a little bit lower thanks to the curve of those guys not being on our team. I'm like convinced there's some type of aspect where it makes you potentially more of a successful man because
That makes sense.
so many of like the gay guys I know are just like experts at very specific things and they have huge like paying jobs. There's definitely something to be said between like what you can glean from these guys and realize because a lot of women are sometimes attracted to gay guys and it's easy because hey, they take care of their body. They usually work out and don't fucking eat hot dogs and bologna smoothies because protein, bro.
Smoothies.
But they're also, of course, like into smelling nice and
Oh yeah, true.
just
They
hygiene
clean
generally.
themselves. Exactly. They make themselves look good. They have symmetrical. They take care of their hair. They take care of their skin. They take care of their beards and their body hair. And yeah, it's all done really well. So
Yep.
good for them. A lot of lessons we can learn. And I'm trying to wrap my head around what could be the distraction. Maybe it's just because they're just generally just less hardworking men and not as driven. But there is something that I thought of in my mind of the pursuit of pleasure and the ability for gay men to be more straight up about it because they're dudes. So
Yeah.
there's not as much pursuit and stress and a distraction to try and impress women. It's more of the hard work. It's straightforward. You go to the gym, you take care of yourself, you're attractive. Tell me a story about his brother who's gay, and his brother once told a guy he was dating that he just straight to his face, like, you gotta, like, if you want to talk to me, you gotta lose 20 pounds. Can you imagine telling that to a girl? You'd be canceled. Just the straight up, like the mentality, like put in the work, put in the effort, and then I've put in the work, I've put in the effort. It's just very straightforward. There's no dilly dally and beating around the bush. Yeah, it's a world where things are just straight on. Maybe you just tell them what you don't like about them, and they can either work on it or they can choose to go do something else. But I think that that's a big part of that level of success where you're just a straight shooter. Like you're not dilly dallying around and chasing these women and trying to get these things to impress these women and then running around at bars to try and meet women in a way where it's just you're trying to like pretend like you're somebody you're not, and it's very distracting. It's very easy to put all your time into girls and trying to pursue partners in that realm. So I think that's a benefit. I mean, of course, there's personality traits, and they're just more likely to be more driven and be able to take care of themselves better and have those other attributes naturally. But there's also the benefit of not having to chase that woman roller coaster that seems to be never ending, that you put all your time into, and then boom, you're 30 and you're like, wait a minute, what have I got to show for this? Like I've just been chasing girls throughout my whole 20s and it hasn't really brought me much.
Totally. It's kind of like because men are able to be so straightforward, they're able to just, get whatever they want, which is usually just to get laid, and they can get that and then move on with their life in a way to work on the things that matter and be successful in some regards, of course. But the whole game, like men and women, it kind of does distract you a little bit from the things that may matter when it comes to being successful. So they kind of have that balance figured out, perhaps. So yeah, very interesting points. I mean, I like the girls that look like lesbians, that are
Yeah,
like just a little bit,
that's your type.
like 40% lesbian, 60% woman. That's like the perfect golden ratio for me. So, yeah,
I'm into like a body type thing. I'm into like the girls with like the hips that just, that's the truth. That's just
Yeah.
That's who I am.
Yeah, I don't really mind,
Can't
but
deny that.
I
That's how I'm
appreciate a
born,
lot.
man.
Appreciate a lot these days, like no matter
Yeah.
where you are. Definitely trying to work on my puny legs quite a bit. And really, part of that's just wearing short shorts
Love
because
short shorts.
if like the basketball short look is not a good look. I used to wear basketball shorts all the time when I was starting out at the gym, but you basically have to have short shorts and just get over. Hey, does
Baddies
this?
love the short shorts.
Yeah, it's like this is what's in the baddies like these days. So just put the short shorts on. If anyone thinks you're part of Pride Month, then just say, "Hey, man, I'm flattered, but nah, I'm here for the baddies."
I'm flattered actually because those guys fucking work hard. I'm here for the baddies though.
Yeah.
Lesbian looking baddies nonetheless, but I'm still here for them.
Yep.